In Chapter 2, we will talk about the demand for labor. What is demand for labor? Here, demand from employer. Okay? So, this chapter we have to achieve these objectives. Number one is to understand the reason of demand for labor, the reason of employer. Second, to understand the main difference between the short run and long run. Yes, for sure, is the adaptation capability of employer again. And the third is to understand the different types of demand in the different types of market equilibrium. See, here is from demand and for sure is supply of labor, right? Because the function of the market equilibrium. With the end of this chapter, all of you should analyze demand for labor in many types of labor markets. For instance, perfect and imperfect competition. See, perfect, imperfect. This is the real world, right? Firstly, we have to understand the basic market assumptions. First one, firm want to maximize profit. Okay, pi max, remember, as pi maximum. Second, firm use only labor and capital. Okay, here, remember, L and K. If short run, K is fixed, but in the long run, we can adapt or adjust capital. The only cost of hiring labor is hourly wage. Okay, hourly wage, maybe 300 baht per day, maybe 40 baht per hour, right? Okay, we call hourly wage. If we count in the day, it's 8 hours. Okay, labor and product market are competitive. Okay, not monopoly, not imperfect competition. These are their competitive market. This is product market or goods market. Goods market. Goods and service. The firm is price taker, not price maker, because this is the situation of competitive market. No one can make the price. Okay, everyone, both demand and supply, they have to accept. Okay, accept the price that come from market equilibrium. Another additional assumption is capital is fixed. Okay, K is fixed. We talk about short run, right? Here, fixed capital is short run. Maybe the total product could be like this. Remember what happened here? Remember. Demand for labor. What is demand for labor? Demand for labor is different from demand for commodity because the demand for labor is derived demand may explained by demand for factor product that is derived from the demand for goods or service the factor produce. If we sell the mobile phone, that nowadays everyone need a mobile phone, right? Because it's very important of the life. They need the market. In the market, demand for mobile phone. mobile phone increase, and then this demand for mobile phone affect demand for labor to produce what? Produce what? Produce mobile phone, right? We call this the derive. Here is derive demand, not direct demand. It's derived demand. The demand for labor is depend on the demand for the final product. Yes, for sure. This slide is explained the previous slide. The greater demand for office space is another one like mobile phone, but we change different service. We call office space of co-working space, right? Co-working space is very popular in Khon Kaen, in any place in Thailand nowadays. And so we have to hire the labor to construct the co-working space. This demand for the worker we call the derived demand, or demand for labor is derived from the co-working space market. Understand? Another one is very important is marginal product of labor. This is the key factor, key word in this subject. We familiar with the MPL in terms of delta TPL by delta L, right? And we learned this topic from microeconomics. You were familiar with this. Because of L and K, but A is fixed, so the law of diminishing return states the marginal product of labor will be increased at the first period, and then in the second stage, the MPL will be declined, okay, because K is fixed. In the graph here, TP, L, and K. Remember? Yes. And I will TP, MP is here. At the inflection point here, I will use the green line. MPL, and when TP is max, MPL equal to 0, because MP is slope of total product. Okay, when total product is maximum, the slope at this point, the slope equal to 0, MP equal to 0 as well.